Dan Loeb trading strategy that made him billions. Interested in how one man's trade plan made him a billionaire? How does Dan Loeb achieve such amazing success and have such an impact on whole companies? We're going to show you the unique way that Dan Loeb became a big name in the world of hedge funds in this video. Third Point LLC's founder and chief executive officer Dan Loeb is widely regarded as one of the most successful and important hedge fund managers throughout the entire world. Loeb, who is well known for his aggressive approach to investment and his excellent analytical talents, has developed a financial empire through a peculiar trading method that combines activist tactics with value investing. Within the scope of this video, the trading method that drove Loeb to the status of billionaire is investigated, along with the beliefs, practices, and important investments that have characterized his professional journey. The beginnings of Dan Loeb's professional career. Having a strong educational foundation was the first step that Dan Loeb took on his path into the world of finance. After graduating from Columbia University with a Bachelor of Arts degree in political science, he went on to acquire a Master of Business Administration degree from Columbia Business School. When Loeb was just starting out in his career, he worked at a number of famous financial firms, such as Citibank and Jefferies & Co., where he sharpened his abilities in investment analysis and trading. In 1995, Loeb established Third Point LLC, a hedge fund that would go on to become one of the most reputable brands in the industry. This was the moment that Loeb began his journey towards being a successful investor. Starting from the very beginning, Loeb displayed a remarkable ability to discover assets that were undervalued and to capitalize on market inefficiencies while doing so. One of the most important factors that has contributed to his success is his trading technique, which combines activist actions with profound value investing. The fundamental principles that underpin Loeb's trading formulation. The trading technique that Dan Loeb employs is founded on a number of fundamental ideas that have served as a foundation for his investing choices and have contributed to his success. Among these guiding principles are value investing with a catalyst. Loeb's strategy is founded on value investing, which entails locating cheap stocks that have the potential for considerable price appreciation. Loeb's technique is based on value investing. Loeb, on the other hand, goes one step further by looking for catalysts that can release value. These catalysts include changes in management, organizational reorganization, or strategy revisions. Through the concentration of his efforts on investments that have distinct triggers, Loeb intends to hasten the process of value realization and generate larger returns. Activist investing. Loeb's method includes an essential component known as activist investing, in which he plays an active role in influencing the management and direction of the firms in which he invests. As part of this process, it may be necessary to advocate for strategic initiatives, fight for changes in corporate governance, or even demand asset sales or spin-offs. The purpose of Loeb's activism is to increase the value of the company's shareholders and to bring about good changes within the businesses that he targets. Deep research and analysis. Loeb is well known for his meticulous approach to research and analysis, thanks to his extensive experience. In the process of conducting rigorous due diligence on potential investments, he and his team analyze financial statements, developments in the sector, and the dynamics of competition. Loeb is able to detect possibilities and hazards with the assistance of this comprehensive study, which enables him to make educated decisions on his investments. Short selling. Loeb's trading approach includes both long positions and short selling. These two types of positions are used in conjunction with one another. Through the use of bets on expensive equities or companies that are experiencing difficulties, Loeb intends to profit from decreases in the share prices of these companies. The practice of short selling offers a means of protecting oneself against market declines and making the most of unfavorable trends. Risk management. Loeb's strategy is built on the foundation of effective risk management. He takes the time to properly evaluate the risk-return profile of each investment and meticulously diversifies his portfolio in order to reduce the likelihood of incurring losses. By putting an emphasis on risk management, Loeb is able to safeguard his capital and make certain that his fund continues to be resilient in the face of volatile market conditions. Important financial investments and political campaigns. Through a string of high-profile investments and activist efforts, Dan Loeb's trading method has been demonstrated in a number of different ways. Among the most notable examples are such: Yahoo Incorporated. In 2012, Loeb's involvement with Yahoo Incorporated was one of the most well-known activist efforts that he had ever been a part of. Loeb's Third Point was successful in acquiring a sizable interest in Yahoo and in influencing the company's management and strategic direction to undergo significant changes. The eventual hiring of Marissa Mayer as CEO of Yahoo and the restructuring of the company's business were both made possible as a direct result of his efforts. Through his activism, Loeb was able to demonstrate his capacity to force change in companies that were not performing well and assist unlock value for shareholders. In 2017, Third Point purchased a share in Nestlé SA, the Swiss food and beverage company. Nestlé SA is a giant in the food and beverage industry. Among the adjustments that Loeb advocated for in Nestlé's strategy were a concentration on the company's core operations and an improvement in the management of costs. His activism resulted in the sale of assets that were not essential to the company's operations and a shift in strategy that was intended to improve Nestlé's profitability and shareholder value. Loeb's work with Sony Corporation is just another remarkable illustration of his activist investment style. Sony Corporation is a significant company. Third Point purchased a share in Sony in 2013, and at the same time it demanded that the corporation make modifications to its economic strategy, including the separation of its entertainment division. The goal of Loeb's efforts to restructure Sony and implement strategic reforms was to increase the company's overall performance and unlock value. Herbalife Elite. Loeb's trading technique also includes short selling, as evidenced by his position on Herbalife Elite, a global nutrition firm. Herbalife Elite is a company that caters to people all over the world. Loeb was an early critic of the business model that Herbalife utilized, and he also took a short position in the shares, taking a wager against the value of the stock. Through his stance on Herbalife, he's shown his capacity to foresee possible dangers and capitalize on market inefficiencies. But look at the effects that Loeb's trading strategy has had. Both the financial markets and the firms that Dan Loeb has targeted have been significantly influenced by the trading approach that he has implemented. Through his approach to value investing and activism, he has proved that hedge fund managers have the power to influence corporate governance and promote beneficial reforms in firms that are not performing well. The rise of activist investing as a significant investment technique is another way in which Loeb's success has contributed to the growth of the business. His ability to combine in-depth research with active participation in the community has established a standard for other investors and hedge funds to follow. As a result of his methodology, which has altered the larger landscape of activist investing and value-oriented methods, Loeb's influence goes beyond the realm of individual investments. Obstacles and criticisms to consider. There have been challenges and complaints leveled against Dan Loeb's trading strategy despite the fact that he has been successful. It is possible for activist investment to be controversial, and Loeb's campaigns have occasionally been met with opposition from the management of the company as well as other shareholders. Those who are opposed to activist interventions claim that they have the ability to disrupt business operations and lead to short-termism, which could potentially undermine the production of long-term value. A further point of contention is that Loeb's confrontational manner and public utterances have on occasion been the source of controversy. Both praise and criticism have been created among the investment world as a result of his combative techniques and vocal approach. Maintaining a healthy equilibrium between the pursuit of shareholder value and the requirement for constructive participation continues to be a problem for activist investors such as Loeb. Dan Loeb's trading strategy and its prospects for the future. The trading approach that Dan Loeb employs is likely to be modified in response to emerging tendencies and difficulties as the financial markets continue to undergo change. It is possible that Loeb's strategy may utilize these technological and data analytics improvements in order to improve research and analysis. The investment landscape is undergoing a transformation as a result of these developments. Another issue that will have an impact on the future of investment is the growing attention that is being paid to environmental, social, and governance (ESG) factors. There has been a growing trend among activist investors such as Loeb to incorporate environmental, social, and governance (ESG) factors into their investment strategy and activism. Because of the importance of retaining relevance and addressing the ever-changing priorities of investors, it will be necessary to incorporate these considerations into decision-making processes. The capacity of Dan Loeb to alter his plan and remain successful in the face of shifting market conditions will be essential to his continued success. Loeb's experience, analytical skills, and activist approach will continue to play a significant part in determining the outcomes of his investments, even as the environment of the financial markets becomes increasingly complex and competitive. As a result of his trading style, which is characterized by a combination of value investing, activist tactics, and analytical analysis, Dan Loeb has become one of the most successful and influential hedge fund managers in the world. His extraordinary success can be attributed, in part, to his capacity to recognize assets that are undervalued, to promote change within corporations, and to manage the complexity of the market. He has proved the potency of his trading technique and its impact on individual companies as well as the larger financial landscape through high-profile investments and activist campaigns. Loeb has also demonstrated the impact that his trading strategy has had. Loeb's method has established a standard for activist investing and continues to have a significant impact on the investment sector, despite the fact that it has been met with opposition and criticism. As Dan Loeb continues to move forward, it is likely that his trading technique will change in reaction to the shifting dynamics of the market and the many emerging trends. As he continues to traverse the ever-changing world of finance, he will continue to base his strategy on the values that have guided his success, which include value investing, activism, and thorough research. If you want to learn more about the strategies that shape the world of high finance and stay updated on the latest investment insights, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell.